Welcome to Season 3 of the Lewis Hamilton Career Mode. Yes, I'm ill and my voice is on the ropes. I have COVID, so we are going to power through and try to get this done. This is round 1 in Bahrain. Sir Lewis Hamilton is back in McLaren for the first time in orange, not silver and red. We'll get into that in just a bit. The previous episode, guys, the prologue, showing off all the liveries, all the driver transfers will be linked in the top right. Go watch it. Spoilers ahead. Anyway, let's get the weekend underway. Starting off with our specialists. Now, every single one is maxed out right now, so we are not going to select any. And I want to see how that, affects the repercussions after the weekend. As for the forecast, we have no rain forecast as it is Bahrain, so no surprises on that front. And we now delve into the performance chart. Now, as you know, we have on the left side balancing out the field, which of course it does mean the top team has to remove an upgrade at random heading into every race weekend. So Red Bull have had to remove something. We'll get confirmation in the next episode how bad that really was.
The long wait is over. This is it, a brand new season. And before the show gets well and truly underway, we've got the all-important matter of a free practice session. It's great to be back. So much unknown before we get underway. So what will be going through the drivers' minds as they get ready for the new season?
The faster you can work around the circuit conditions and get the car tailored to your liking, the better. And then you can just focus on the job in hand in terms of lap times. But first of all, you've got to get the car feeling right.
Look, I might be biased, but the purple helmet on the McLaren orange just looks good.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
So, practice run done. We had decent pace overall, I'd say. Tyre wear, average. Fuel burn, average. A new car for us, a new experience, and a lot to kind of, process and understand pace-wise. We were fairly consistent, so not too bad on my end, but let's talk about a few other things, starting off with the driver helmets. Now, you guys mentioned in the comments, if I was going to mod them, and the answer is yes. So every single driver that has moved teams has their own helmet for their team. So Behrman, Pourchaire, Sainz, Lewis, Piastri, the full grid, the full works, it's all there, and everything is up to date. And hopefully you guys appreciate it. So with that out of the way, here are the practice results. You can see 15th, nothing to really read into this much at this stage, early days yet, and we're kind of getting ramped up for the weekend. We did score maximum R&D points, which is good for us, a good start in orange, and hopefully we can invest that wisely in upgrades heading forward. Either way, practice done. It's time for the first qualifying of the season.
Under the bright lights of Bahrain, it is time for qualifying. Grid position up in the air. Who is going to seize the moment?
Right then, here we go. Into Q1, currently on our first time lap. Back in McLaren for the first time in 14 years, because from 2012 to 2026, that's a 14-year gap. So, same but different, as they say. We finish our first lap though, a 126.2, purple in sector 3. We go second right away, just behind Perez, and finish the session in the top 3. Lando just behind P5, no surprises, all the favourites getting through in that session. So, into Q2, the skies get darker, the conditions get cooler, the track gets quicker, and we're on another set of soft compound tyres. Into turn 10 though, just a bit of a mistake as we get deep and crossed up through the hairpin, so losing a bit of time there as we now make our way towards the end of the lap, looking to try and finish strong after that mistake. We run a little bit wide onto the curb, so we have to kind of ride it all the way through as we open DRS up to the line, and it's a 126.4, which is P7.
Gasly's behind you. Right, their best lap, 1 minute 26.4.
which is 2/10 off what we did in Q1, so we know there's more time. Now, in the first sector, we're basically matching at this point. Up towards turn 4, we're going for a second consecutive lap, and we do find a bit of time through there, and we are a 10th up in the first sector. We do get a big snap though through the right left, and we lose 2.5 tenths pretty much, so now we have to try and claw it all back. Down towards turn 10, over a 10th down as we look to not make the same mistake twice. Open the brakes, open the corner up and get the exit, and that is a lot better, and we're a 10th up once again. Through the final corner, closing out the lap, sacrificing the entry to get a better exit, and we do find
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
a little bit of time, and we do improve to match our PB at 126.2. So hopefully that's enough as we finish in 8th place by a pretty safe margin over P11, half a second. Gasly through in P10, and the top 10 is composed of the top 5 teams once again. So even with the rule change, the top 5 teams are still there fighting away. Now into Q3, this was on a used set of tyres, our Q1 set, I believe, Verstappen, with a 25.1, which is 1.1 seconds quicker than anything we've done all weekend so far, setting the benchmark. We absolutely nail turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, and now heading up towards turn number 4, bring the car over to the left. We clip our apex, and we get a beautiful exit for an absolutely perfect first sector. Really, really good. Sector 2 also pretty decent, but we then have a bit of a snap on that curb, and we run a bit deep, missing the apex through that corner. So we are just having a bit of a scruffy end to the lap here. A 25.1 to beat a 26.2 our PB. Through the final corner, a bit nasty there, getting the inside curb just a bit scruffy. Now then, up to the line, we do a 126 dead, but only P9. Even with an improvement, a PB on a used tyre. So we do know there's some time to find. So fresh tyres on, final attempt. Let's get to it, 50 seconds on the clock. Now that just wasn't the lap I had in mind. There were so many tidbits of time which we gained and then threw away, then gained and threw away. And at the end of it all, we finish in 8th. Verstappen on pole. Oh boy, I reckon we could have easily got 3rd. I really think the pace was in the laps for 3rd. Instead, that goes to Lando Norris. Verstappen, Russell on the front row, and there is your lot for qualifying. So guys, that done, let's get into the race and let's see how the opener goes here in Bahrain.
Months of rumour and speculation all comes to an end today as we return to racing for the opening event of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to round one of this year's Formula One World Championship. There's no shortage of passing opportunities around the 3.36 miles of the Bahrain International Circuit, with the best of course at turn 1 and then another soon after into turn 4. 15 corners here, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, and we could see 1 or 2 flat spots into the tight left-hander of turn 10. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday and he'll start from pole position. And starting next to them is George Russell. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Sainz, Gasly, Leclerc, Perez, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Hülkenberg, Ricciardo, Ocon, Oscar Piastri, Teo Porcher, Bottas, Tsunoda, Albon, Joe, and Ollie Behrman. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And we welcome you to the commentary box overlooking the circuit. I'm Alex Jakes, and I'm joined by Anthony Davidson. Well, welcome back after all the testing, the build-up. It all now comes down to this.
Everyone's G'd up for this one. They've done the testing, like you say. The drivers will be revving inside, heart rates going, trying to burst out their chest at this moment. With that anticipation, who's got the speed? We're going to learn now, once and for all.
Now, you might have realised in the intro, but I'm recording this before I do my post-intro part, but my voice today is not particularly great. Hopefully, though, the video is still watchable. In the meantime, we're starting from P8 in this race here today. Now, the strategy is really interesting. So, we are forced onto a 2-stop, regardless of how I modify it. The game does not allow me to do a 1. So, does the McLaren have higher tyre wear than the Ferrari and the Mercedes? That's the big question in this race. For now, we're going to start on the hard compound tyre, go long in the first stint. I want to try and pull off the reverse 1-stop hard to medium. That is going to be the optimal strat in this race. But if this comes true, then we might have to 2-stop, in which case we'll go aggressive, box lap 11, lap 22, and then mediums to the finish. Fuel, I'm going for 0.5 of a lap. That should hopefully keep us covered. So yeah, let's get into it. Without further ado, let's kick off 2026 with a bang here in Bahrain. I've managed to get some temperature into the tyres. Probably still a bit under. Everybody choosing to start on mediums here. Either way, hopefully we can make these tyres work, and hopefully they're the right choice long term. Anyway, let's line her up. First race start of the season. Let's see how it goes. Right, here we go. 2026. Lights on. Lights out. It's not a good reaction, and we get a bad start on top of that. That's going to hurt us as we head towards turn 1. On the brakes, easy does it. I don't want to go 4 wide as Bottas goes for the big lunge up the inside. 14th for now. Lost 6 places off that start. Really not good, but they are going aggressive on tyre choice. Mediums and softs seem to be the order of the day. Bottas, though, into the top 10 in the Audi. What a start from him. Let's just try and get these tyres up to temperature fully, and we can hopefully start to race. We're going to put a little timid look lunge on Ocon into turn 8. I just can't get the rears working on the exit. So Ocon holding on around the outside of turn 10. There we go. Got momentum. Let's hope we've got enough straight line speed. We're literally equal. But we outbrake him and go around the outside. So P13 for now. Realistically, Ocon will likely get straight back past, but I'm just trying to see if I can hold my own. These 3 ahead don't seem particularly quick. I wonder if someone, maybe Bottas, has damage. That was an audacious lunge into 1. I think he's definitely got damage. He looks very slow. So Bottas aggressive off the start. He doesn't box, but
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
visually looks to be suffering as Stroll and Ricciardo go side by side. Good run there. Stroll on mediums. We can probably pass him, to be fair, and stay ahead. We're going to use Ricciardo. Oh, running in very deep. Almost rear-ending the Aussie, but we get the exit good enough that we just go around the outside and get Stroll for P12. Right, come on, let's get stuck in here. Russell 28.5. So he's leading the way. That seems to be the pace up front. Bottas won't have DRS here, 131.1.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
So we're a good 2.5 seconds off the pace as Ricciardo tries to pick off Bottas here. They're still going for it, battling away. Bit of contact as we try to barge through and squeeze past the Audi, and now Stroll having a look. We brake super late so that we don't get lunged up the inside. We should be able to get this one and hopefully massively close the gap on Hulkenberg, who I believe does not have DRS. Into the 29s as we pass Ricciardo. Trying to use all the battery. Get the car stopped. Nice move. Gap to Hulkenberg inside 2 seconds. Now we push on this lap. Let's try and make some inroads. We'll use all the battery on this one.
Okay, Lewis, we've got to move up the order if we can, so I'm setting you a new target. Push, push.
Yeah, leave me to it. Right then, job done. DRS on Hulkenberg. Successful lap, that one. Really, really good. 29.1 as well, good pace. So now we'll look to get by. We'll just get a bit of a recharge as we deployed everything on that lap, trying to catch up, and hopefully we can pass him soon. We've got so much more pace. So much more pace to burn. We'll pass him now though, on the pit straight, and make the move. Hulkenberg defending thin air through the final corner. Right, here we go. Let's wind it up. That lap though, you can see 2 seconds slower.
Oh, great stuff. You hit that target. Really good job.
Right, lovely. Target achieved. Alonso next target. Also 2 seconds up the road, so we'll use everything on this lap to try and close in. We're there already. Absolutely flying right now on this tyre. This is the best race tyre around here, I think, for us. So DRS on Alonso, we can now recharge once again. Still nowhere near the pit window, so we've got plenty of time here to make some inroads, make some progress, and, you know, overtake a few cars. Tyres looking good, rear's looking healthy. We're definitely one stopping as we set a personal best. I will admit, the Aston Martin with the Honda on the rear looks nice.
Lando's coming in for his stop now.
So Norris in.
Approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Also Leclerc pitting off those mediums. So definitely some cars struggling on tyres by the looks of it. We clear Alonso easily around the outside of turn 1. It's a lovely move. And there should be more cars in this lap, which will give us hopefully some clean air to push. Alonso trying to have a look, but we keep him at bay.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Perez really using battery there. I wonder if he's going to box. That's a little telltale sign. Let's see, does he box, does he stay out? Stays out, but Gasly does box. Right. Towards Russell, race leader in as well, so Red Bull, by the looks of it, going long. Going to extend their stints. We're going to try and set the switch back up. A little bit of contact on the way through there on Checo, but we set him up for the run towards turn 4. There it is. Quality move. Up to second, Verstappen 5.5 up the road. Right now we're going to have the better tyres, so let's get stuck in, let's get to work, and let's put the times in. A little bit concerned about fuel. We are going down on fuel quite quickly, so we are going to have to manage fuel, I think, at some point in this race. Norris 28.3. So right now, Lando's net P2 behind Russell, and they're on a 2-stop, so we're racing those guys for the win today. Perez has just stopped. Verstappen, though, out for now. I'm going to guess he's going to box his lap. And there we go. Verstappen does pit. So, 2-stop for Verstappen. We'll see what tyre he goes for. we're really burning the fuel. Verstappen goes for hard, so he might still be able to pull off a long one stop. Same for Alonso. Right, fuel is the concern now because we're going down pretty quickly.
Okay, Lewis, we've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go.
That should be pretty easy. Meanwhile, Norris in a big scrap with Sainz for P3. Losing time, that's going to bring Verstappen into the fold as well.
Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work.
Yellow flag, sector 2. This is the benefit of going long.
Here's some information on Hulkenberg. Right, they've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
Unfortunately, no safety car though, so it doesn't pay off. I really am curious what strategy Russell's going for. If he's going to go for mediums or hards in this final stint. The double soft has worked well for him. He used a threat. He's a second a lap quicker than us. I'm going to try and stay as long as I can to basically have an easier second stint in this race. Russell pits. He gained a second on that lap because he was pushing again, using battery. Verstappen's absolutely flying as well, by the way. Absolutely unreal pace.
Lando's in the pits. Lando in the pits.
So that second pit window now opening up. We'll see how everything shakes out for the final part of this race. I'm going to go one more lap. I can't see or tell what tyre Russell has gone for, so we'll find out now once Sainz pits. But I want to just go one more. We're going to box now then, so we'll use everything. We're into the negative on fuel, so we are going to have to manage that in the second part of this race. 0.06 negative. Great entry, really good pit entry. I reckon we can still come out ahead of George here. It's going to be close, but that's the target. We need a good stop. 2.5, not too shabby. I reckon that will be good enough. We might just feed up between Alonso and Russell here, to be fair. Here we are, already at pit exit.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit or receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
Yep, right in between, just behind Alonso and the Red Bulls, but ahead of Russell. And crucially, Russell is out of our DRS, which is huge. So we'll take that. Very good strategy. A super long one stop working really well for us. Red Bulls, if they don't box, just different class in terms of pace today, but P3 would be a great result for us.
Okay, Lewis, we're going through fuel quicker than we need to, so please let's ease off and make it last.
Yeah, I'm working on it, Chief. I'm working on it. We might have to sit behind Alonso for a lap or so and let Russell catch. We need to save in traffic. Russell with the surprise lunge. I was lifting off quite a lot there. I wasn't even full throttle down the straight. We'll keep him behind for now, although to be fair, I might sit behind him and wait. We need to save fuel. I've got the tyres, so I know we're quicker, but right now we're not going to make it on fuel, especially if we get in front and get clean air. It's going to be tough to manage. Russell's going for it. Getting stuck in here versus Alonso. To be fair, we could maybe fight for second if we had more fuel in the car, but I think that's going to hurt us. I'm saving like crazy and I'm lifting like crazy and we're barely saving, to be more precise. Russell goes through. Alonso defends the inside, but we'll go through anyways and barge through. I just stick with George here. He's the fast runner right now. Checo 6 seconds up the road. We can finish second here. We're saving now a little bit more fuel, but crucially, we're catching Perez. Russell was just dragging us along, personal best on the last lap. This is perfect for us. Russell's putting in the heavy lifting. We're just waiting. I'm going to wait until that objective passes and then we'll make a push in the last 5 laps. Right, Operation Pull the Pin is now in effect. I want to pass Russell now before we arrive to Perez, so that we can get Perez straight away and try to put him between us, and that way we can hopefully break away from the Mercedes. Here we go, objective done.
Nice work, you smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate.
We don't have a ton of straight line speed, but we do get the move done on George, but now we're going to have to try and defend without a lot of battery. We'll use everything up towards turn 4 and hope for it to be enough. Perez 1.4 ahead. We'll have the RS by the next start finish straight. Right, let's do this. Also, another good thing with the timing is that we should hopefully get the fastest lap of the race. We'll use all the battery out the final corner to make sure we get that secured. Here we go then. For P2 in this race, we go purple and we're through on Perez. And we can use him now to try and break away from Russell as well. Let's try and string a decent lap together here and get the clearance. And that's it, we're gone. Absolutely gone. We match our previous lap pretty much, a 10th off, and now they're going to battle for third. So let's bring this home. This P2 in the fastest lap is a brilliant recovery drive. Here we go then. Verstappen wins the opener. We recover and finish in P2 with a fastest lap of the race. Very, very happy with that. Great points and a great return to McLaren. Good.
Awesome job, guys. My apologies for that mistake earlier on, but we live and we learn. On to the next one.
Heading to the top step once again. Max Verstappen takes the win.
Well, all their off-season work clearly paying off here today. A brilliant way to start the season with a solid victory. It's a real good confidence boost as well, and you feel like that's going to really propel them forward through to the next race coming up.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They've performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
Well, there we go, guys. Results confirmed Verstappen the winner by a pretty big margin. The one stop definitely the way to go on strategy. Russell, to be fair, making a two-stop work pretty well, but it wasn't the quickest option overall. We do get a podium and also the extra point for the best lap of the race, and Norris P7, so we outperform our teammate by basically 20 seconds in the first race, albeit Norris did two stops. So if you take away a pit stop from his race time, it would put him in second place. But still, right strategy, right call, good recovery, and we will take that. A few surprises further down is the Ferraris. Now Leclerc P14, Gasly P17, so Ferrari absolutely nowhere in that race. Either way, of course, driver standings will be the same as the race results, but the constructors, Red Bull lead, and we are second, tied on points with Mercedes, and the big one, Ferrari, 0 points after the Bahrain race, which is insane. Anyway, guys, that's it for the opener. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. Hopefully my voice will be better for the next episode. But either way, guys, cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. And as always, a big shout out to the members for supporting the channel, the videos, the content. Check out the 2 videos on screen as well, guys, right now if you haven't seen them already. And yeah, guys, I'll see you soon. Take care. And it's goodbye from me. Ciao.